everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have another Christmas card for you featuring the Everything Festive stamp set. This has some just wonderful big images, kind of for all of the fall season, I guess you could say. So we are going to create this. Part of this design I actually saw on Pinterest. I believe her name was Julie, so thank you, Julie, for sharing. I've kind of changed mine a little bit. I've done the inside, and I've used a little bit of copper here and a few different things. So I do hope you enjoy. This is a pretty quick and simple card. I've done a couple things in advance just for video's sake, just so you don't have to watch me fussy cut and color. But besides that, this is a really fun set. I love the fonts here, and you've got inside and outside sentiment. So I think we might use this one on the inside of the one we're going to create together. So let's talk about our supplies. We are using a piece of old olive. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Whisper White that I've cut down to 3 3/4 by 5. I have a piece of the Brightly Gleaming Designer Series paper. This is cut 2 inches by 4 1/4, and this paper is no longer available. So if you were lucky enough to get some out of the holiday catalog and have it, but you could change this up with any, any decorative paper that you have. I've cut this little piece in copper foil, and I actually got that die out of the Cup of Cheer dies. So it was the perfect little extra addition to kind of just add in here. And so you just have to look at your dies and kind of, find a piece that works, and that worked well for me. The big piece of holly we got from our Christmas Gleaming. So this is a lovely, nice big one, and I fussy cut that out, and I used my Stampin' Blend. So I did our old olive combo pack, and then I have our light real red. And then for our ribbon, we are using the Rouged ribbon in real red. So this is a very big piece of ribbon. So let's start maybe with that. Let me get where did I put my ribbon scissors? Here they are. We're just going to wrap this behind our white layer. So I'm going to steal myself a little piece of Scotch tape here. This time I'm going to try to go a little bit higher. My original, I wanted more of the real red to kind of show, and I had stuck it down, so I had to just make adjustments. Sometimes that happens, right? Alright, let's get that. Let me get my other piece of tape here. Okay. Let's see how this now works out. Let's put this down first. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue. There we go. Okay. This will give us a nice big border of that old olive. Okay, and then I'm actually going to put some liquid glue here as well, but because I'm putting it over the ribbon, I actually used a couple glue dots on my first one too, so we'll see how this one goes down. Let's see, let me pull this a little bit closer if I'm still in camera. Yeah, that's better. I want to show a little bit more of the red ribbon this time. Okay. So let's kind of give that a little bit of a press. I'm going to grab our little copper piece, and I'm going to put that right into a glue dot. And we're going to kind of tuck that behind our ribbon there. And let's get our Merry and Bright. Let me grab my real red ink. Let's get that stamped too while we'll kind of let this dry. Kind of hold that at the same time here. Alright. I love the big font and the mixed font in this set. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you can kind of see here, because we went over the ribbon, we've got a little bit of a gap. So I'm just going to roll a glue dot in half, and just stick, oh, did I lose my glue dot? Yep, I did. And I'm just going to stick that right here on the edge of that Designer Series paper and just give that a squeeze. And that should hold it in place. And this one too, just so it doesn't pop, I'm just going to stick that little glue dot. Okay. Alright, so now I have my little piece of holly that I've colored and fussy cut. And I am going to just put glue dots on this as well. They're the perfect little size for these berries. And I think strong enough to hold. So you just want to be sure you don't affect your score line. And I kind of like, you know, having that holly kind of pop up at you. Alright, so let me get my bone folder. Give that a nice score. And then let's grab that Wishing You piece. I didn't pull it out. I did not use, yeah, this one. I did not use that on my original, but I think I should have. Alright, so let's mount this for the inside. Let me just make sure I'm straight. Open up my Real Red. We are going to stamp that here in the center. Love it. Okay. And then I have a medium whisper white envelope here. Let me close this red because I'm afraid I'll get my hands into it. We're going to open up our old olive. And then there's a little stamp in there, Winter Wonderland. We're just going to stamp that in the bottom left corner of our envelope just to tie in that old olive color. And look at that. Look how quick those came together. So pretty. So see, you can see the ribbon is showing more here than my original, and I actually like that better. So just keep that in mind. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. You will find a full supply list in the description if you do need to pick up any of these items in my online store. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.